Hello and welcome to Cheshire Audio. Now, I just wanted to do a bit of an update on what's going on in the shop, really. I sort of mentioned this, both these things in a sort of previous video. Firstly, I've actually got the CD400, the Atoll, running in the shop, running in nicely. A beautifully made thing this is, you know. The whole draw mechanism, everything is absolutely gorgeous on it. Really enjoying this. I'm not going to say what I think of it. I think I'm going to wait until we do sort of full review of this. Let's just say I'm not disappointed. It is really, really good. I'm saying it now. It's really good, yeah. But I'll go into more details on that, on the sort of how it sounds and everything compared to other other things. This isn't part of it. Obviously, this is little Audite. We're still selling bits and bobs of the Audite remaining stock. So if you're looking for anything, let me know on that one. I've just had a phone call for some Phenom ones. So I think we're running a bit thin on things like that. But anyway, that's that. Also, this is coming. This is completely off at a tangent, but that's quite an interesting thing. I'm going to do a little review of this. Stars cleaning kit from Goldring. This is kind of something that's been needed for a while, and this is quite cute, really. So I'll go into more detail about that. I can't do it today because of what I'm going to show you next, which is really exciting. I've just had a big listening session with one of the chaps from Rega, so that's a hint. Let me take you upstairs. Yes, there's loads of boxes in the shop, I know, incoming and outgoing. This is Cheshire Audio stairs, which I tend to fall over occasionally, yeah, my big feet. So main demo room, we've got a little system play, we've got a Naya turntable on an Audite bridge and Dan, we've got an Aria because the Aura's out on loan, and we've got here the Mercury and the power amp, which I've forgotten the name of. I'm just going to do a quick cut because I forgot. Every time I talk about these, I completely forget what they're called. What was that? Okay, so yeah, I got it now. Mercury preamp, Solis power amp. It's funny, I've struggled to remember the name of this combination right from when it was originally sort of talked about. I mean, it's been 18 months plus, I would have thought now, that this has been kind of on the edge of the press a little bit. But yeah, I think I struggle with the name of this because I think if you think about a lot of the naming sort of thing with Rega there's things like Aria, Alia, Anya, Aya, gone blank now, but there's probably 10 different names that they've used in recent years that have all started with, all have a similar sound and start with A. Here they throw at me something completely different, like Mercury Solis, and I just can't remember it. It's funny, isn't it? That's me, really, I suppose. But anyway, just show you the switch on with this. Little screen here. So go straight in, get a Rega, and then we get the little Rega logo. And power amp, big thump from the transformer as it comes in, because it will have a major transformer in it. I haven't looked inside, but it will be something major. So yeah, so just nice little clicky switches, very similar to things like Athos and whatever else. So yeah, it feels really nice. Volume control feels really nice. These are not cheap. I mean, the intention originally was that this was going to replace Osiris, which is their big integrated. I think basically the sort of realization that when you make a really good 2-box, there's no way they're going to come in anywhere near the price of a single box like the Osiris. So the price has crept up and it's become a model above, partly because cost, partly because it's substantially better, and I can verify that because I've had a good listen to this. What if I listened to about 7 or 8 tracks on this now, and it's not even warmed up, and it's incredible, really. I think it's what I've noticed with this over, say, the Osiris is it seems to be a lot more airy and more sort of trying to put this into words, really. I always felt with the Osiris it sort of had a very solid sound, very in control, and everything was in its place and just sounded, you know, true to life in a lot of respects. But this seems to have a lot more openness to it, and image placement and reality of soundstage somehow. I mean, the Rega was always the Osiris has always been a really good listen, and it drives like you wouldn't believe. This more so, and also seems to have, like I say, more openness and more sort of space around instruments and that sort of thing. It's very, very sort of in front of the performance sort of feel to it, really. I mean, to be fair, I'm only driving, you might laugh at this, but I think it's a valid thing, Perronique Petites, which I tend to leave in this demo room quite a bit, because whenever anybody comes in, Petites kind of suit most scenarios, really, if you're listening to amps or whatever. They're very good at showing the differences between sources, between amplification. They love a bit of current, and they love information, and the more information you give them, the better they get. So just a great thing to use, really. They don't throw their own character into the sound. They just portray what's given. They're very special in that respect. So yeah, sounding wonderful without, absolutely, probably the best I've ever heard Petite sound in this room. Sonically, it's, I think that, what's the word? Awesome is the word. That's the word I was looking for. It's yeah, it's something very special, very, very special. I mean, it's almost like a cross between something like the Osiris and one of the big Atolls. It's got the Atoll openness and sort of breath between instruments and that sort of thing. That's a weird, pretentious phrase to use, but it sort of describes what I mean, really. And the solidity of this Iris, that sort of feeling of, you know, that solidness in the presentation of it. So yeah, I think this has been a really good move. Did I say how much it is? I can't remember if I said how much it is now. It's £6,000 a box, so 12,000. So that places it quite conveniently to sort of the price of an Naya. This is a Naya sitting on a little ore dike, which we just talked about. Regretting lending out my Aura phono stage when using the Ari. Ari is wonderful, but the Aura really suits wonderfully, and that's power supply for the Naya. So yeah, it's a very special thing, and I will be buying one at some point as soon as we get to the point of production coming online. Should be July. Rega tend to be a little bit variable on that. Sometimes if they're not totally happy, it might be put back a little bit. But I think this has gone so far down the line now. Okay, yeah, so hope you like that one. Really, really excited to listen to this. I mean, it's been coming for so long now. I wish I had a bit of a more extended time with it. I've just had this afternoon, and I'll have a bit of listening time tomorrow morning before Rob comes to take it back. But he has said that once it's done the rounds, he doesn't mind leaving it with me for a bit, so that could be interesting. I've got a few customers I could take it round to. Coming soon, I'm going to do a proper review of the CD400 Atoll CD player, which is, like I said, running in downstairs. We're going to have a little look at that styles cleaning kit, which I don't usually do things like that, but that's quite interesting. It's quite a nice little set that they've brought out, Goldring. So I've got to have a proper look at that. That's it, really. I shall see you in a future video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to buy me a coffee, don't forget there's the Buy Me a Coffee link is on the YouTube link, and I think it's on the website as well. If you go to the first page on the website, there's a little Buy Me a Coffee, which is much appreciated, because I do like my coffee. Okay, I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.